Aloha everyone and welcome to another Tinkers Academy video. I'm your host Kay Elmer, and this video is another installment in the video series Benefits of Quantum Healing, where I have been documenting the results of independent third-party studies commissioned by Layla Quantum Tech to understand the effects of quantum energy on various biological systems. This particular video covers a report that just was released April of 2024 on the effects of quantum energy on wound healing. The principal investigator of this study is Dr. Robert Joseph Sheaff, Ph.D. He's an associate professor of biochemistry at the University of Tulsa. His research focuses on discovering and characterizing novel therapeutic drugs from synthetic libraries and natural products. His area of expertise is in cancer biology, cell metabolism, cell cycle, chemotherapeutics, and drug screening. A link to his bio at the University of Tulsa is available in the video description below. Now, onto the study. The study is titled Investigation of Quantum Upgrade and Its Effect on Wound Healing. The abstract is very clear as to what the focus has been for this study, which was, we have posed the question of whether or not controlled quantum interactions would have a positive effect when applied consistently to a biological system. For the purpose of determining this, we have used the quantum upgrade system and tested it to see if it would alter the rate of wound healing via multiple double-blind experiments. These studies were performed in a biochemistry research laboratory at the University of Tulsa under the direction of Associate Professor Dr. Robert Sheaff, Ph.D. They were structured to measure and quantitatively assess rates of cellular confluence achieved with and without the influence of a quantum field modulator, the quantum upgrade service. The results are nothing less than absolutely remarkable. The results show that there was a significant increase in the rate of healing across all experiments. There was a range of variability between all 5 of the experiments that were performed over a span of 12 months. The rates of wound healing were increased by 45.8% on the lower end and by 100% on the higher end of the data sets across the whole study, which includes 5 experiments over the course of 12 months. The study design was quite straightforward. The duration was 12 months. The frequency of observation was several times per day. The sample size was tens of millions of cells. The cell types were human dermal fibroblasts, and the treatment group, which was HDF cells, were exposed to the quantum upgrade system, which serves as the intervention, and the control group was HDF cells not exposed to quantum upgrade system, maintaining standard conditions. So what that was basically creating all these different trays of human cells, putting them together and then separating them. One group was not exposed to quantum upgrade, the other group was, and the results are the comparative analysis between the two groups. The goal of the study was to compare the rate at which the uncharged and charged human dermal fibroblasts cells closed a scrape, which is the simulation of a wound, in a confluent monolayer of cells. So in other words, they had a layer of human cells. They would scrape the cells, creating an artificial wound, and then they would measure the rate at which that scrape was closed by the cells themselves. So they would basically, heal the wound. And so the cell development that would close the wound was what was measured. The methods here in the study was they just basically create different plates. They would label them, and the data acquisition that they used in order to determine the effects of quantum energy on the cells was they used phase contrast images that were captured at a 20x magnification on a Nikon Eclipse TI inverted microscope and saved as JPEG files. All images were obtained under the same parameter settings on microscope software variables such as brightness, magnification, image intensity, etc. So let me show you kind of just, it's kind of like it's not something that I can interpret, but if you look at the study right here, which is I'm paging through, I'll kind of just show you what the pictures look like. So here basically are the different groups, groups that were just subjected to and then not subjected to and then subjected to the quantum upgrade service, and the pictures were saved as JPEGs, and then they're all included here in the study, showing the rate of growth of the cells in, i.e., simulating wound healing, the ones that didn't get it and the ones that did. And I'm not a biologist, so I can't really interpret the picture, but the results from the biochemists was that there was a lot more cell growth in the groups that were treated by the quantum upgrade service, which indicates the activity of wound healing. So this is what the pictures look like in the study. At the end of the day, The summary of findings in the study were: over the span of 12 months, multiple double-blind experiments were conducted. The results revealed a significant increase in the rate of wound healing across all experiments. The rates of wound healing varied, with an approximate increase of 50% at the low end and up to 100% at the higher end of the data sets. To be more concrete, the first two experiments showed a wound healing acceleration of 85 to 100%. The last experiment showed an acceleration of wound healing of 45.8 to 79.82 or 79.2%. Analysis of the experimental data showed clear evidence of wound closure progression over time, with noticeable differences observed among the plates and experimental conditions. Specifically, plate number 2 exhibited the fastest closure of wounds in that specific experiment, followed by plate number 4. Plates number 1 and plates number 3 showed slower rates of closure, with open spaces still visible at later time points. If you read the details of the study, it basically summarizes the various time frames each one of these plates were measured at, where they determined the rate of wound closure, and it went from anywhere from 24 hours to 48 hours. So for those of us who are using the Quantum Upgrade service, we can expect to most likely experience the same results at a minimum of 48 hours with the Quantum Upgrade service turned on. Now, this was just the Quantum Upgrade service without any of the frequencies applied. So, folks, this is an unbelievable study done by a very highly reputable professional in his field that demonstrates that using quantum energy will accelerate wound healing, will help your body heal wounds. And that is what is amazing about this study. So that's it. That's a quick summary of the study. I want to thank everyone for watching this video. If you want to learn more, go to quantumupgrade.io, which is with Quantum Upgrade Service, or you can find me at the Tinkers Academy just by typing in tinkers.academy in your URL window, and it goes to my blog. Again, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope this was educational for you, and have a great day. Aloha.